I was babysitting one night and I heard a knock on the window. So I was babysitting my little brother and sister one night, and our parents had told us that we should go to bed. So my brother and sister were in their beds, and I was sitting in a chair reading a book next to their beds. Because our house is old and drafty, the windows do unseal all the way. So sometimes we have to stuff towels in the cracks to keep the cold air out. But this one window in particular does unseal shut properly, no matter how much force you put on it. Well, I was reading my book and I heard a loud knock on the window. It was coming from the outside and it sounded like someone was trying to get our attention. My brother and sister were already asleep, so I got up and went to the window and peeked out. All I saw was a dark figure standing outside the window, and it looked like it was trying to get in. I screamed and ran out of the room and hid under my parents' bed. When I looked back, the dark figure was gone. I told my brother and sister what I had seen, and they didn't believe me, but they were a little scared. So we stayed in the room together. A few minutes later, we heard footsteps in the hallway, and my brother and sister started to cry because they thought it was the dark figure. I told them it was probably just our dog, but they wanted me to go check. So I got up and went into the hallway to investigate. As I was walking down the hallway, the footsteps got louder, and I could hear what sounded like heavy breathing. Then I saw the dark figure again, standing at the end of the hallway. I turned around and ran back to my parents' room. When I told my brother and sister that the dark figure was still there, they started crying and screaming. We huddled together under the bed for a while until we heard the front door open. Then my parents came in and asked what was wrong. They must have heard us because they had this big old house, so they didn't think anything of it. My dad lifted up the bed skirt and told us there was nothing there. Then he left to go check on the dog. The dark figure was gone. My mum got in bed with us and gave us each a big hug. Then she turned off the lights and we all fell asleep.